So the Super Bowl is right around the corner, and I'm going to show you guys how to make some inexpensive Super Bowl party meals. Our first one is going to be with this rotisserie chicken from Costco. We're going to make typical buffalo chicken, but we're going to stuff them in some Hawaiian rolls. We're going to begin by shredding up our whole chicken, and I am going to add a little bit of love, like some onion powder, garlic powder, and some black pepper. I also do some cream cheese with chives and some mozzarella cheese. I'm only going to use half of the chicken because the other half is going to be for another recipe. So on this half, we're going to add some buffalo sauce and some green onions. We usually always see like little sliders for the game, but this time I decided to carve the Hawaiian roll, and then we're gonna stuff the inside with the chicken. We're gonna chop up some parsley, lots of garlic, and then we're gonna add it into some melted butter so we can butter up our buns to make sure they get nice and crispy. Add some extra cheese all over our buns, and then we pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. Hit it with a little bit more parsley as soon as it comes out, and then we drizzle it with some buffalo sauce. And there you have it, guys, some stuffed buffalo chicken rolls. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. I'm getting you guys ready for Super Bowl weekend with inexpensive appetizers for your Super Bowl party. Today we're making some buffalo chicken football croquettes. Yesterday we did some buffalo chicken stuffed in some Hawaiian rolls, and we had some leftover chicken, and we're gonna put that to use because nothing's gonna go to waste since nothing is cheap nowadays. So I'm gonna boil about 5 potatoes, and then I'm gonna season them up with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of sazon total. The potato is basically gonna be our dough. So we're gonna flatten it out into a flat disc, and then we're gonna put the buffalo chicken inside with some more cheese. So we close it up, shaping it into a football shape, and then we pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes just to make sure that the potato's hard enough and the football shape stays intact. Then we coat it with some flour, egg, and panko, drop it in the oil at 350 degrees until it gets nice and crispy and cheesy in the inside. Our football croquettes are gonna be super moist and cheesy in the inside and nice and crispy on the outside. Now we're gonna drizzle some ranch dressing all over our footballs and some more buffalo sauce. Garnish it with a little bit of parsley, and there you have it, guys. Another inexpensive appetizer for your football party. We're getting ready for the Super Bowl weekend with inexpensive appetizers for a Super Bowl party. This is recipe number 3 of our rotisserie chicken that we bought at Costco. Remember how I told you guys to save the bones? Well, in a pot, you're gonna add onion, garlic, a little bit of chicken bouillon, and we're gonna turn this into chicken bone broth. This is gonna be the secret ingredient for our Flautas hogadas bar. Using our broth, we're gonna boil our tomatillos and chiles, and then we're gonna put everything in the blender along with all the ingredients I'm gonna list on the screen, and then we're gonna make our consommé. So for the flauta bar, we're gonna need to make the flautas, and I know some other people are gonna be like, I thought those were taquitos. Whatever you guys call them, you can make a taquito bar or a flauta bar. So you're gonna warm up your tortillas in the microwave, and then you're gonna immediately separate them, or else they're gonna stick together. For our filling, we're gonna use the other half of our buffalo chicken, but without the buffalo sauce. In reality, you can honestly just use potatoes and cheese if you wanted to. And we're gonna fry up our flautas seam side down on a low to medium heat oil. Make sure they get nice and crispy on both sides, and then we begin to assemble our flauta bar or taquito bar. We're gonna do all of the toppings necessary along with some little cups where they're gonna put their flautas in there, and then they're gonna drench in that consommé we made like this. Put a little squeeze bottle of some sour cream on the side so they can add some sour cream, some lettuce, pico, some guacamole, and some cheese. And there you have it, guys. You have a Flautas hogada bar for your Super Bowl party. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let me show you guys how to make an inexpensive Super Bowl party appetizer. We're making carne asada fries bowls. We're going to begin by making our carne asada marinade, but first, Joseph wanted to come and say hi and get a couple of cuddles from Mama. I'm going to dice my tri-tip super small. That way it fits in the bowls. And then for seasoning, I'm kept it super simple. I'm just going to list all the seasonings I use on the screen. I want to call this like the secret ingredient for my marinade. I like to put half an onion into my blender with 3 to 4 garlic cloves, lemon juice, orange juice, and then we blend. I also add thinly sliced onions onto the beef. That way, whenever I'm cooking it, they can caramelize. For the fries / bowls, we're going to use potatoes. So we're going to boil about 5 to 6 potatoes, and then you're going to season it up with your favorite seasonings. Pop them in the fridge for about 30 minutes to make sure that we keep that potato shape. Then I coat them in some flour, egg, and panko, and then I fry them up in some oil till they get nice and crispy on both sides. Now we're gonna plate them up in a big platter, add a little bit of grass, to represent the field. I first put some Monterey Jack on the bottom. That way when I put the hot carne asada on top, it melts. I'm also gonna add some fresh pico, guacamole, just some sour cream, some salsita, and then crumble some queso cotija. At this point, I really need to stop with the garnishing. But there you have it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye!